Hello everybody and welcome to episode 101 of the Pentagon Challenge. We are finally in the serious portion of the North American Champions League. We could perhaps livecom both legs in the single episode, but we'll see how things go at the Estadio Universitario de Nuevo León, the home of the Tigres UANL. They are former champions of the tournament. If I've shown you in the past, yes. They previously won it in 2024/25 as well as 2019/20. I don't really fancy our chances this year for a few reasons. Perhaps the most glaring is the irony that I bought their up-and-coming goalkeeper, but he's ineligible to play in the Champions League as he was already representing Tigres in the group stages. So I've lost that opportunity to have a starting goalkeeper in the team. But if we can win this tournament or even get to the final with our backup goalkeeper, that will be some achievement. The league showdown has not gone particularly well either, so that rules my optimism out just a little bit. If I can demonstrate to you now, we are in a rather disappointing 10th position, but we're finally getting some victories on the board. Our main problem of conceding goals is still prevalent. It's about average, but no team in the crucial top 8 positions have conceded more than 13 times, and that's contrasting fortunes for America and Chivas. So if we can get into the top 8, I will be pretty pleased with that. But it's the surprise Xolos Tijuana that are top of the league at the minute, but they've actually lost us this season, so that's a little bit of good fortune. But we really need to get our act together with just 7 games left in this portion. To see exactly what's gone wrong, let's examine our last 3 appearances since the 0-0 with Querétaro. Leon seemed to have a great superiority over us, and they proved it yet again with the 3-1 victory over our guys. Ricardo Tapia and then Cafu all made it 3-1 in the first half, and we had no reply after that. We got our all-important victory against the Pumas. The goals were so important from Cota, Alvarez and then Ibarra at the start of the second half. Israel Perez got one back, but again it wasn't to be for the opponents. And then the most recent game, despite a red card, I decided the team needed to keep believing, and that's what happened as we made our breakthrough in the 67th minute against the table toppers. And my goodness, it was a huge win, because if we had thrown that one away, we would be in serious trouble in terms of qualifying for the closing stage. If you look at last year, Morelia came 4th with 7 wins, 8 draws and 2 defeats, and then the year before they came 7th and then 10th. So we don't want a bad habit to creep up on us, but that's just the way things go. And if we can improve with a few more victories, we should be okay. This is the team I'm going to list for this massive game, the biggest of the season so far, because the Champions League has been a doddle so far, but it's all serious business now. And the 4 games we have in store, we have 2 all MLS games. We've got Toronto and Houston, and no, that's only 1 MLS fixture. We have 1 all Mexican tie, and that will be the one you're watching. The rest are split between the Liga MX and the MLS. So hopefully the Mexican League continues to reign supreme in that regard. We are the number 1 league in the continent, if I can prove it now. Very quickly, profile. Yeah, so there we go. We are still very much the best league in North America, and we can prove that by reaching the semi-finals of the North American Champions League at our first attempt. Tigres have already ruined one of my trophy chases, so I really hope if we can pull off the upset, I can get a little bit of payback on them, see how they feel. But of course they are former champions. They don't have too much to fear of us. The fact that probably Monarchas have hardly ever played in this tournament, but I could perhaps turn their fortunes from disappointment into glory. We'll just have to wait and see. The media predict a draw. The media predicts a draw. That's probably the better grammar. They've gone 5 at the back, but it's an offensive property with the sweeper and the wing backs in action. We'll mark up their guys as best we can, but our only real concern is the lack of goals. We have let in a lot and haven't returned the favour on our opponents, but they've got a flat middle 3, so I don't know which of the players to mark up, but I'll just pick Esper Quaita. He's got the massive experience and potential. He's paid a huge amount of money as well, so he is the man to watch out for, and we'll keep it structured to begin with. I don't want any cheap goals to go past our goalkeeper to begin with, so we'll just take it easy, see what we can do, and show that we can maintain this good run. With the reports, the players looking motivated, nearly a complete team talk, and we'll turn on the crowd noise, and I presume the stadium is full of fans. Yeah, it does look very plentiful in the stands, and Cornejo takes on Fouquet and wins a free kick, and Esper Quaita takes the kick, and it's headed out for the goalkeeper to neutralise the play. Now given away by Tigres, and Vitor will have to work to break down their back line, but Vasquez and now Wallison are looking to get the job done. Okoro, nice pass to Vitor, that's Wallison, and that's a bad mistake by the left back. Wallison Ricardo has an away goal for Tigres in just the 4th minute. I don't know what the defender was doing. He stopped in his tracks and he allowed Wallison Ricardo the open goal, but Hernandez tries the quick equaliser. Estrella gets up to save, and that's headed wide by Dierson. So Tigres are not going to shy away from the challenge, but I'll just have to say concentration is key now. We've got Cornejo at the far post, and I had no time to react to that one. Cesar Crespo has delivered the killer blow for 1-1, and it looks like we have failed to defend our goal after scoring. We might get the second goal here with Wallison. He has to pass, maybe goes for goal with his weaker left foot. It's skidded wide. Fouquet goes for a plunging long throw. Kota keeps it in. Raphael taking on 2 defenders. It's switched to Okoro, and he's given it straight to their attacker. Fouquet wins it back. Okoro with the redemption pass has won us. Oh, what on earth happened there? Raphael with the flash across the box. I think it stayed in play for Kota to cross, and incredibly it didn't go in, and that's a poor free kick. We'll be a bit more expressive now. See what we can do. We're looking more expressive now. Vitor on the ball, passes it back to the source. Okoro into Kota, and Raphael, is he on? He is. I can't hear you, Tigres. It is our second strike of the match, and that was a thing of beauty from the midfielders, feeding Raphael with the simple pass, and that could be 2-2. Estrella has gotten down for a TV style save, showing off his skills, and now we could go for a third goal and put this tie into our possession. Vitor short to Raphael, his countryman. Fouquet unmarked, he takes his merry time. Okoro, Vitor, and Kota. Oh, lovely flying move, but never going to trouble the goalkeeper with that one. Fouquet, far post to Wallison, and it's certainly improvement from Morelia just before half time, but 2-1 is not enough. We could use one more goal, even if these guys are going to be a little bit tired. I want to exploit any weakness, and that should be half time. Yeah, that's fine. Well done, fellas. That is a stellar performance. But we'll just have to say we can do just a tad better. With the striker, for example, he's only got a 7.0 despite a goal. Is that Carlos? Yeah, Diego Carlos is in trouble for conceding space to their attacker and allowing the equaliser, but it's no longer an equaliser with the score 2-1. And it looks like the majority of our players in midfield are doing a fine job. So don't need to do anything different. Perhaps the low crossing will do, even though Raphael is happy in the air. Let's just try and force the goalkeeper to be lured out of position and then tap in from an open goal. Wallison Mercado already has Cano. Oh, eventually he got a foot in to prevent an attack. That would have been an aberration if he allowed our man in for a free shot again. Passion needed. Substitutions also in my consideration, so we'll do that now. There we go. Faith in the players, and maybe this highlight will put us 3-1 up. Kota to Fouquet. Vitor goes long. Raphael turns on a sixpence, and unfortunately we've gone about 20 yards backwards. Okoro, Raphael, Wallison. Oh, he shoots sort of diagonally, nowhere near the goal. And our substitutions come on. I think we have to get creative. They've made changes. Molina and Noboa, they're pretty handy players, I presume. Yeah, that's a striker. Mark him up entirely. And Noboa, we'll just close him down. We'll go back to structured. And there's another change for me to worry about. So, oh, Vitor's injured. I've broken the crowd noise, so I'll just fix that now. Okay, this will be my option. Vitor off, and then we'll put Requejo as a defensive winger on the left-hand side. I know he's not capable of the role at all, but it's the best I have considering my options. Stick to positions, be more disciplined, and waste time. We have a highlight with only a few minutes to go. Gomez finds Molina straight in front of him, and Cesar Crespo with a near open goal blazes it wide with the taste of success on his lips. He really should have done a much better job. We'll just have to show passion. We have 2 minutes to go thanks to the injury we suffered, but Noboa has options. Esperqueta doesn't make a connection. Raphael, taking his merry time, goes for a ridiculous shot, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We need concentration for definite. This is Fouquet to clear. Requejo didn't want to injure himself, and I commend him for that decision. He goes short to Garza. Garza loses it, but Okoro gets a deflection. Ricardo onwards to Requejo. He's turned it back, and nicely done. Reyes, Requejo, good triangles here. And this is Okoro in lots of space, and Wallison Ricardo could get the third goal, but Cano says no. And that goes out of play. That should do it. 5 seconds to go. It's Gomez unmarked, but because the referee has seen enough, we have a slender 2-1 advantage to take back to Morelia, and I couldn't be prouder. It gives us something to think about in the return leg, and unfortunately Vitor might be missing for it. He has possibly hurt his knee, and we have a shortage of attacking midfielders anyway. Raphael got his 4th goal of the competition, but we'll see what we're going to witness from Vitor. He could be badly injured, I don't know. The other results are as follows. Club America beats Sporting Kansas 1-0. San Jose 2, Querétaro, the holders, have managed to get a 2nd goal themselves, and then Toronto and Houston probably put their loyal supporters to sleep with a 0-0 draw, so that's fine by me. The MLS teams are the outsiders to win from here, so I don't mind if they take ages to knock one another out. So away goals, I presume, are in effect. Away goals if scores are level, perfect. And Vitor has, that's the rest of the season. Knee ligaments, 7 to 8 weeks, and we are going to be without a key player, and that's the worst possible scenario, and we'll have to work around the fact we have to play Chivas on Saturday and then the second leg on the Wednesday. So I think now will be a good time to conclude the episode, and we'll come back for the return leg as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye for now.